part of their game is just not there, and that's due to the teamwork not being on point. So Vancouver had to have their teamwork make the dream burger versus this FaZe team.
Yeah, I hear you on that. And beyond that, just can we get all 4 players to really step up and showcase what this roster is meant to do for maybe once? Vancouver, FaZe, getting it going. Map number 1, back and forth, and it will be the last gunfight won by Simp. So there will be early time here for FaZe, and of course they've got the information on where Vancouver are spawning. Just comes down to can they stop the break.
Yeah, they have all statue control as well, and Vancouver on this map, believe it or not, had 16 attempts at getting a break on Colossus and have yet to find success in at least one of them. So Vancouver need to figure it out very, very quickly. And already into the P1, they have yet to figure it out because everyone's going one by one. You're getting picked apart. You only find 2 seconds left, and now FaZe have the better side of the map for P2.
Yeah, really good, really perfect. And, well, Vancouver just trying to play a little bit of recovery right now, and it's not coming easily. Not really, just honestly, just not a lot of eliminations anywhere. It's 0-4, it's on 5, almost able to get the stop down into 6, but not quite. So now it's on to Simp, trying to pick up the pieces. Knows he's got a player around the back, but is dealing with pressure from all sides. And okay, there's a moment for Vancouver. They get the early flip.
Yeah, big moment for Vancouver, but this is where you don't want to be too aggressive and just start dying off the rotation, because now you're trapped in your setup. You are surrounded by all of Vegas. In their first attempt, they make it look pretty damn easy. 3 for none. A trying to find a trade through side door, is able to get 1, but FaZe on their first attempt go through P1, go through the front door, win every gunfight, and Vancouver again now are forced to break.
Yeah, looking really solid right now for FaZe. Just making the mess of the middle of the map and causing panic into the Vancouver Surge areas, and that continues to be the case here. So like we said, good credit for Vancouver initially for the quick flip, but they can't hold, and the score is getting a little out of hand, and Draws is feeling it with a sub in hand. 6 in a row for him with a little bit extra and a couple of bodies already as he rotate to 3, and we'll get a 2v2 battle where Vancouver are not prepared for the quick nature of this hit around the back. One more player to grab an A. Babusa's got him from the pinch, and FaZe are perfect.
Yeah, now Draza has a hell storm going forward into the rest of this map. Lunars is able to pop a double though, so you're instantly able to, with your numbers, apply the pressure to get him off of the P3 time. Vancouver desperately need a good chunk of time here to get themselves into the game, to give them the confidence that they can fight here on the opening map on Colossus. But gunfights going down, you're starting to find trades back and forth. You go in the kill feed, but FaZe are in.
Yep, for a moment at least. Lunars is able to clean up the rest of the hardpoint with 2. Abe trying to lock down the front door. Gwyn working out an early route with 24 seconds remaining on to P3. He does win a 1v1 at mid, so this will put a little bit of pressure on FaZe to make a decision on, do we contest or do we try to hold the spawns for next? And it's not an easy timing to make that decision. They will still spawn close though for P4, and looks like they will concede and just receive this next break attempt for Vancouver.
Vancouver already finding opening kills. Big gunfight win right there out of Aid, but Simp is able to make up for it with 2 on his own through yellow lobby. So still in control of the spawns is going to be Vegas. Trying to create an extra layer is going to be Simp. You're not going to spot him, or you do if you are Abe. So you find the opening. You got pressure around the back. A big one-on-one from TJ. It's going to allow Surge to block these spawns, or at least try to find this last kill to get these side of the map.
Yeah, 0-4 just trying to play his life as long as possible, but he is being hunted, trying to see if FaZe could help from the front, and Nabuza will get 1. Spawns will continue to be blocked and be moved around as FaZe continue to win gunfights around the hill. Oh man, what a little finesse from 0-4. You're gonna get Vancouver in from the front here, but they're dealing with the proximal spawns from FaZe. Let's see how they handle it with the Vancouver Surge. Listen in.
Solder. Time and Solder. Right here.
Solder got me. Solder went back to down.
They're just trying out front. All going front.
Yeah.
Close front of me, done.
Nice.
Nice, I'm trying to help you. I have your left side.
Left
Left side.
Two left side.
Statue we cross. Two statue.
Got 1 statue.
Here, 2 statues.
Two statue. Got 1.
Nice, one more.
Side door me.
Nice, let's cap you 2. Let's cap you 2. I need to hurt this.
Statue.
Looking for 4. Let's aim him. He was left side. Sun.
Who's the right?
Close.
Nice. 0-4 on time, probably.
Yeah. Time.
Nice, let's go.
P2 on me, Simp. I'm saying no. He's gonna run out blue stairs.
I got the stuff, bro. I can't go.
Blue stairs.
On me right, P2 Simp. P2 Simp, there's gonna be 2 probably.
Tunnel.
I hear you.
I got naded.
P2 shelling.
Mining it.
1 shot. I got one more close.
1v1.
Oh, forward.
Nice, I'm gonna be right on you, Be right on you, bro.
Here.
I have time.
BR kill, bro. BR kill.
Two sider. I'm 1 shot.
I bro.
You're done.
Here. I brought 1 time.
I went to the right side statue.
Here. Name the stairs. I have a
Two right side statue. Both weak. P2 was really weak.
I need help, right?
He hit, bro. Tunnel and 2 statues.
The door. 0-4. 0-4 the door. Weak.
2 right. Top statue. They're all
1 shot the door. 0-4.
Hit the door.
I hear you. Take your time.
Then close left.
Could be right.
Yep.
Time 1 shot. Absolute time.
Here. Bring it, Sutter.
Statue. Really 1 shot statue drops. 1 bullet.
A boozer there too.
Heading tunnel. I'm heading tunnel.
Nice.
That was a bullet statue.
Okay, absolutely here.
1 at all.
Top statue. 1 shot. He jumped out.
Well, I mean, a little bit chaotic, a little bit scattered, but honestly, Vancouver just down 20 points. It feels like it should be worse than that. So they're hanging, they're giving themselves a lifeline, but we need to see this clean up a little bit.
Oh yeah, it's just like the setup sometimes that Surge can't allow it to be as easily broken into from FaZe. It all turned into one-on-one gunfights at the ending of that P1, because the first 30 seconds was flawless. So then when the gunfights start going over to a statue, that's when FaZe are able to pick you apart. But now Vancouver, only down by 30, are in the driver's seat to basically tie this game and potentially take a slight lead. 30 seconds remaining here at the P2. TJ is going to have his hands full on the OE. Better not get back hot timing.
Well, TJ is able to win his first. Problem is the no 04s in the back. Looks like they do, but again, you can see just how chaotic this is. What are we playing for? Are we playing for the guy in the back or the guy who's trying to hit the hard point? And it's really neither. Abe at least salvages the moment for 2. Lunar's still trying to block, but no one has any idea where 04 is finally able to get the kill. 3 in a row for him, and Vancouver will stabilize P2.
Yeah, Overall has had 2 situations like that so far on this map for FaZe, where he's basically not shooting any bullets and just baiting for his teammates, drawing the intentions on the side of Surge, but still, it's not really leading to that much time. Only a 10-point difference now. Everyone's rocking new elo too. Abuza, we saw Quinn just have it. I might have to try this out in ranked.
Yeah, looking like something new, something fresh. And Abuza using it, well, to, I would say, decent moment around P3, but does get overwhelmed. Draws a force to go into the Hellstorm. So once again, you've got Vancouver really battling right now. Lunar stepping up at 23 and 16, the main culprit for where a lot of this game has come close. Hellstorm not going to land, but of course the awareness that Vancouver are playing inside a tunnel is there. Abuza ironed up with this new elo, able to find 1, damage into the second, follow-up from 04 looking decent, and he'll wait for Draza to finish it off. So good break for FaZe, 13 seconds of scrap time looking good, and they are going to have the rotation to do.
Big shout out to Draza for having that Hellstorm to bail him out of this situation. This was going to allow 04 to think that he has the timing on the pinch. Just tries to catch Vancouver off guard there, but it's still FaZe securing the right side of the map over towards this P4. Now Vancouver are going to waste a lot of time just working this OE, Abuza ready and waiting.
Well, with Simp in the hard point and FaZe still spawning close, a chance for them to, again, boost the lead just a touch as we head over to take a look to see how FaZe are coming and they're listening.
I'm close.
I'm spin. Top it, teach. He didn't jump out yet. He's going to be front. 2 front. I'm a whole time in.
You by yourself. I'm going out.
Right left.
One shot top it. He's there stairs. Downstairs.
Top of the statue.
Hey, bomb guys.
I'll be front.
He's on the right.
I have your front.
Let's live it for one more time.
I left speak. I realized.
I said we're done.
I left.
Come on, time. Back, we're doing back.
One more time.
I realized.
Teach.
Right?
One shot.
I'm trying to get that. Two banger front. 2. Yeah, 3 and old. 3 and old. 3.
Get banger front.
Can we top mid? I have top mid late. I have top mid late. Right side open.
I got time. One more left.
I read.
One is between them.
He's dying.
I need help. He's not gonna go. He
didn't hit top.
Maybe right.
He ain't right. That's right.
He is. Arthur. Dead.
Look left. Left. I'm gonna go right.
I have time. I
got needed.
Yeah, I have time.
Get a trophy on me, beast.
I have time.
They're back. I think they're back.
Yeah, I was spinning up here. Yeah.
In the back, they shot him in.
I have far left.
On my left too.
We got
Left.
Well, a little bit of trouble locking things down over towards 4, but the rotation to 1 has been huge for FaZe. You see the space they're grabbing, the routes they're taking, and the lead once again becomes very, very unmeasurable in terms of potential comebacks you would think for Vancouver, unless they get a full 60 coming up next at P2, and it's not looking good for a J.
Yeah, Luna's last guy alive, trying to secure the back spawns for that P2, gets picked off by Draza. Now he's watching the OE, catches the timing again, this time onto Abe. You only need 30 seconds to close out this map if you are FaZe. Everything is right in front of you. Just one more wave of kills in this map. One is yours.
Well, things looking decent. Vancouver trying to get set up for some sort of a break, but it all is coming from the front, and Sip has got a read on all of it. Oh, Abe, though, makes a mess of the hard point. Nice moment from him, be able to find 3. He's been caught a little bit in the blender, but when he finds success opening the play, it looks a lot like that. So 19 and 27, lifeline to Vancouver, and FaZe need to make a decision with 30 to play here on this hill. How do we want to try to hit this? And that opener from 04 will definitely help. Abe not done yet. Little snap, almost able to find more.
Oh.
As Quinn is overwhelmed inside the hard point, leaves it just down to Lunar for the 1v1, and he gets caught off guard with the pistol. And FaZe have a chance to put this thing pretty much to curtains.
Oh yeah, 04 just said, I'm gonna get all four to try to close out this game at the very end. You can no longer get it done here at the P2 because it's a late contest here from Vancouver. But 04 continues to make plays. You even heard when we stepped into the listening for FaZe, how in sync they are. You're swanning up in a certain spot. Oh, someone's got to be pinching. They have figured out a little bit better on their Colossus. Was not as clean as they wanted it to be. Vancouver continue to keep on fighting as they do now. Another break here at P3.
Yeah. Yeah, there definitely have been moments for Vancouver, but the moments that FaZe have been able to reap the benefit of have largely come in waves of 60, 70 points nearly in a row. Also, it's also been beneficial to grab a couple of Hellstorms in the mix as well. Abel dropped to Simps. 3 players for Vancouver trying to receive where this break is coming from, and it is a split hit. 1 through tunnel, 1 around the back, 2 from the front. Can you stand tall in this moment if you're Vancouver? Decent from TJ to get 1. Negative 1.18, which is larger than the number sounds. That is pretty significant when everyone else in the league is like within 0.5. So a lot of work to be done. I think you're right. If you can find first blood, make sure you take that to effect. And Abuza somehow misses that opening shot onto Lunars, who continues to throw a couple of diving shoulders, but meanwhile, bomb has smoked out and planted over at B. But TJ finds an angle and wins first blood 4v3 in the retake now.
Oh, and they also get information onto Simp as well. So TJ's going to try to trap Simp on this side of the map. Hope that his teammates can fight the 2v2, and that's exactly what happens. Second kill of the round, 25 seconds to go.
Yeah, but Draza does get a little bit of a peek over towards the backside at P2. A playing inside of 10. It's 04 who's got the damage in. TJ able to find 1, but Draza able to keep the play alive, able to find 2. Now just technically a 1v3, but a 2v4 to be sure. And that is one that lives with you. Woo, Abuza just trying to find the jump over. Not quite able to hit onto TJ. Nade's a little bit short though for Vancouver, trying to push him off of this angle. 04 in some trouble, cannot slip back to safety. Another first blood comes through for Vancouver. They're gonna flip the bomb with a look over towards A.
Yeah, this is where you regroup as a team. Try to play your trades out. Gwen was initially trying to spot information over towards this A side. Doesn't see anyone. So now you're just going to get this bomb planted for free. Just don't force any one-on-one gunfights because FaZe are all over the map.
Yeah. First contact could be behind the play at P2, and Draza gets caught. So now a 2v4 again? Could be. A little less likely, you would think, based on the setup that we're seeing on the minimap, but we'll see if Simp and Abuza can figure this one out. Hitmarker. Similar look here for FaZe in terms of their B execute. This time, though, Abuza will not be playing over towards the middle of the map with the scope, and Abe has already gotten a read on that. TJ first blood traded back to the early 3v3, and Abe is going to play the cross instead of playing the flank. Gets damage in but can't find the kill. Gwyn pushing up, only able to find 1, so trades continue to stay stable here for FaZe. Just down to Abuza for the 1v2, able to find the pistol.
That side of the map and playing your trade, so Vancouver with a slight edge so far.
Hit for Vancouver quickly on the way to B. Draws the one watching it. Stun will land to pause some of this and look at the FaZe reaction. All 3 members play through mid. Abuza connects for 1, takes more shots up, and that's going to force Vancouver to try to push out the player here at Dojo. And well, yeah, Draza is aware of that and bails immediately. Helping now is Abuza, and the flank has completely entrapped Vancouver here at B.
Oh yeah, this is tough if you are Vancouver. Now Lunas has information. There's at least 1 player outside of 10 not able to hit the shots. And now it's a 1v3 for Abe. Smoking in on one end, all the FaZe players on the other. I'm just going to get out.
Yeah, he gets himself some separation so he can keep the play in front of him. Tags out onto 1, but not enough for the elim. Abe taking damage. Draza just kind of full sprinting forward. There's time.
And at that point, you're just trapped at that site. Forced to push out one way, but you don't have the numbers on either side. So FaZe easily able to equalize.
And even though it's only 2-2, it feels like FaZe have had the edge in terms of how they put together their playbook. Just comes down to not getting blooded in the first 10 seconds, and now instead, Abuza provides one of their own. Pistol follow-up from Draza is good. TJ seen in red over towards mid. 04, yeah, he'll see both. So there's the first. TJ in the corner. Yeah, just kind of dance with him a little bit. Oh, decent shots, but TJ's able to get the
early pick with that boomstick.
Well, Simp's going to get a little bit further forward here on an A setup, playing around Abuza's info. Hit marker comes through, pistol out, and Simp now can make his move. Knows he's got Gwyn low, but can't quite find him. So that hit marker goes for nothing, and we'll go 3v3. Defense quick to rotate over, though, seeing Gwyn. They can't find him over the top of the window, at least not initially. Nice shots from 04. Follow up there for Draza. Snapping, turning over to Lunars, who's trying to get out of there and wait for the player from behind. That's TJ, who very well may get here to make a mess of this setup. Big round here for Vancouver. Just can they get anything going? Abuza's also on 5, very close to a hellstorm. Yeah. So now you've got a scope focus towards A. Oh, and the read is pretty good, but Simp can't quite find the kill. Falls off the ledge. Lunar's credited with the elimination. Follow up through mid, though, from 04. The timing here is unbelievable. But as Draza drops, 04 is now a bit stuck. Has to hold his ground. Abuza is able to find the elimination, though. That'll get him the hellstorm for future use. And if you can find a weapon, this is not unwinnable. It just comes down to, has he read where Vancouver repositioned to?
Yeah, TJ and A, the SMGs on both sides. Just ready and waiting. Stacking towards the top window, allowing Abuza to get this bomb down. Not going to force any one-on-one gun.
Try to find a way to tie the game up here, put a little bit of pressure onto FaZe in terms of when they would want to use that, but they'll get to dictate what they want to do here. Heavy hit this time. Simp going to be joined by 04 as the SMGs for FaZe are going to push through roofs. Snipe going to be seen at mid, and if you know FaZe, you know that they're going to want to challenge that, but good prediction from Gwyn. Spidey sense taken, even gets the read on the second. What a shot from Gwyn. More over the middle, no. 8 beats him to the punch. And as the bomb is planted at B, Abuza, the last one standing, would have to do what he nearly did on Raid a couple of weeks ago and find all 4.
Yeah, 1v4, they all know you're good read, man.
Such a good read. And the second shot, don't talk to me. It's sick. 4-4. FaZe onto the offense. Still holding on to a hellstorm. It looks like Vancouver are prepared for that. 2-2 split, staying safe in the potential world of cover. Where does Abe elect to go? He's going to have to actually go into
the... He's ISO'd in 10, man. Yeah, he's ISO'd.
Yeah, he sure is. And all it is a nade. Curious to be sure, trying to hold off FaZe from sprinting forward to plant, but they will get the kill and still plant. TJ, good timing, gets a read on the planter, plus one more. A couple of predictive shots coming through, able to find some damage onto 04. Pistol off for Gwyn, able to find the trade. Now it's just down to, can you cleanly get this kill over towards 10? Pistol for Gwyn, just 3 shots, has to reload. Help is on the way. Lunars right next door. Nade cooked up. Gwyn wants to send that over to mid connector. It tags, but no kills. Simp just pops out like a madman. Down to the 1v1. Abuza playing up against Lunars, who hops, and then yeah, that's what you're gonna keep you alive from all the studs and nades. So you give FaZe a free first blood, and they capitalize on it. Now you're looking to try to force round 11. Yeah, and Abuza will once again show himself at mid. Early peek, and then back away. Double setup here on the B defense for FaZe. Draza working with 04, means Simp is by himself on top of A. TJ, nade cooked. Vancouver looking to find action before they plant here at B. They're not really getting the content that they're hoping for. Abuza's rotated over. He finds 104, has stayed away from this line of sight the entire way. Draza now finding damage. Makes it easy for 04 to follow up to find another. That's the bomb down now, 3v2.
Hey, you're just not going to force any one-on-one gunfights. Continue to hold strong on your setup and the man up at Dojo. And decide to give it up, though. Everyone's going to run around as an army of 3. You get information, bottom server, trying to isolate the gunfight is going to be Abuza and Simp.
Well, Abuza misses the shot down low at server, but 04 is able to connect, and Gwyn is, yes, that series versus Miami, they looked obviously great versus Toronto, looking great here. Feels like FaZe feeling pretty confident to stay locked in for, at worst, top 3 team at the moment.
Oh, yeah, without question, man. It's because in this game, most specifically, they have a great combination of playmakers and play breakers. Like between 04 and Sim, they're consistently winning their opening one-on-one gunfights on their lanes to be those lead blockers, and then when stuff starts hitting the fan, that's where you have Draza and Abuza just hard aiming with their ARs or even SMGs at time, just having a lot of goal line stops. So FaZe have a good grasp on this game mode, and so far 35 seconds wiped, and it's still a battle for mid-map control.
Yeah. Well, see how they decide to play this one outright as they lose control over towards 10. But a nade from 04 will land. Simp able to clear out another, so all of a sudden, that's a problem gone. Can't quite get the EMP across, though. Gwyn and Abe finding eliminations that they need initially. Simp going to try to play bodyguard up close and personal. He will fall. Abuza nowhere to go, and Vancouver will have a very stable defensive hold there.
Good way to stop if you are Vancouver. You find the 2 initial kills, especially the one on the ball carrier trying to jump up through mid-cut, but instead of rotating it back over towards your preferred side, you're going for the head-on, headstrong push through Dojo. And FaZe are ready and waiting. Cannot trade TJ until he gets 2. So both teams going to just slow down the game now. But it's just, all right, we're looking for kills in sync, and Vancouver find 2.
Yep. That will keep the EMP down over towards P3 for now, but it does reset. And as it does, TJ actually wins a critical gunfight over towards couches. So once more, it slows down FaZe from being able to approach through mid-map. Simp looking to create something, but he's low on health, will drop. Abuza connects over mid, so EMP will stay neutral for now, but that's a big win from Draza. And now you can start making moves, try to collect this EMP and rotate his direction, but Gwyn comes away with 2, and that will once again put us back into this 50-50 tug of war.
Yeah, just being the safety net from top window at Broken, able to pop a double, and now slow down FaZe on their approach. You're able to find 2 kills. You set up Abe on the pinch, but now Abe's last man standing. Everyone else needs to get past Draza. You're able to take care of him pretty quickly, and still FaZe trapped in their spawn.
Yeah, things looking really stable for both teams right now, really. I mean, it's hard to find advantages when the kills has continued to get traded out back and forth. 2:35 on the clock. Maybe a moment here for Vancouver if they can get this win onto 04, but he's able to take 1 with him. So again, yes, you get some motion for TJ to move through Dojo, but you can't do much with it because your gunfights from the front aren't coming your way. And then as soon as FaZe try to make a play, they get stopped in their tracks. It's just a battle of exchanging pawns right now. You take one, you lose one. You take one, you lose one. And now with 2:15 of the clock, it's just down to, can 04 create an opening? And the answer is still no.
It's like every time FaZe are thinking, all right, this is our chance, this is our chance. One gunfight goes down in favor of Surge, and then just slows down their entire approach. 3 minutes, no one basically touching the EMP. But FaZe with all the mid-map control, just trying to find the opening kill. Abuza's able to locate TJ for that opening first blood. But again, just trades keep going down. Now Vancouver had the advantage.
Yeah, and that's a big moment right there. Able to clean everything up the middle of the map, but once again, 04 stops the play in its tracks. I mean, this is about as stalematy as we've seen in a while. No one can find that 1 extra elimination to get an actual offensive look. So we've only had the 1 grab and 1 push from FaZe so far. And I hesitate to really even call that a push because honestly, it was just Abuza trying to force it behind Simp getting through the map, but didn't really have a realistic chance to see a score come through. And now we're at a minute 15 with no action.
Yeah, I would absolutely take this if I am Surge though, because they are 11th overall in team KD, in slaying and overload. If you're not finding your kills, you're mostly gonna get ran over in this game mode, but they're going blow for blow right now. So FaZe haven't had a lot of opportunities, neither of them, but you see the time possession a little bit better in favor of FaZe, and that's barely anything. So now Vancouver though have an opportunity with 2 dead.
Sick graphic, by the way. Shout out our graphic team.
Oh my God, Draza.
Little extra element. Draza finessing. Abe able to get 1. Shut down. Maybe a chance here for FaZe to grab. They're going to try to go as well. Simp is playing through, but you can't get the EMP over the jump wall. So now it's again, keep your eyes on number 8 in pink. Try to make the route all the way around the back. Seeing if you can stop this Vancouver defense from the middle. Simp will give you 1. But a win from Looters. Has a chance for him to step up. Someone spawns close. EMP is grabbed. Big gunfight from Draza. Stunned to follow. Denied by Trophy. And now it's just down to, can you win this battle from the front?
Yeah, best opportunity here for FaZe to potentially get 1 on the board before halftime. Trying to set up this pinch from Simp to catch great timing. And no one is in position currently watching it. So Simp's just thinking someone's got to be in this spot. And yet, either team willing to take a risk.
Well, here goes the clock, 20 seconds. And Draza is trying to join Simp around the back, but Simp will fall. Now down to 13. Have to make a move. Abe, maybe a little overextended right there. Draza catches 1 before dropping. Now we got a 2v2 over the top of the point. Stuns and nades coming out. 04. Pistol wins the...
Vancouver stop, man, but FaZe capitalize.
Yeah. It's those small moments, man. That's what we're talking about. Just 1 extra kill is sometimes all you need to create an opportunity. So Draza gets you that 1, and then the follow-up much cleaner than what we've seen. So Vancouver now rotate over to
dead.
what has been largely the favorable side of the map. And they will have, like you mentioned, 3 down, chance to rotate. Draza shooting back, holding them at mid, and that'll allow enough time for FaZe to get set up.
Yeah, but they just don't really have an angle that they want to go to. Your lead blocker was supposed to be Gwyn. He decides to sit bottom broken window instead of pushing out towards Dojo. So that gives free roam for Draza to clear out that side of the map and force all of your teammates now to work their way through mid. They're going to commit towards A. You'd think you have a free capture, but you don't. FaZe got the close spawns. Now they're working roofs.
And you got to be careful here if you're Gwyn. You just cannot drop here. That's going to be essentially a staggered 4 down. TJ stopping the play from window initially. Abuza waiting for the help to come back. But 04 takes the battle with the pistol with the EMP in hand. Luner's the last one left. He's playing behind tree. Nothing there. And 04 are able to secure a second score for FaZe.
And now you have to play a whole lot quicker if you are Surge. You are in a position that, with the respawns, though, to try to get one quickly on the board. The only one you got to take care of is 04, but the rest of FaZe now rallying towards the backside of this B point. Trophy systems down, Qualifiers are in. They find the initial 2 kills, and now Vancouver forced to rotate.
Yeah, indeed. Yes, indeed. Abuza takes down a little bit of supporting help over the middle. And Simple follow. EMP now in a prime position for FaZe to grab and go as Draza takes another win through mid. And TJ's a little bit out of the play here, trying to commit around the route that he had established over towards P2. Problem is the EMP's over towards Dojo, and Vancouver can just bully ball that out. So now you're just looking for 04 to hang, and that's a big win onto TJ. Slows down the play just a touch to allow the FaZe defense to get set up for the surge hit.
TJ would have been the opening blocker, and now that allows the rest of FaZe to just come off spawn and just run right near 04 to clear out the rest of these lanes. And Sip almost slides up a 3-piece there. But now it's TJ knocked down to 1 HP, gonna instantly get traded by Draza, and now FaZe is back on the defense, can play a little keep away if they want.
Yes, they can. We've seen this, well, on exposure at the major where they just kind of play defensive possession with a lead like this. But you've got Simp forward. 04 trying to follow up. Nice moving to get through the window, but good predictions from TJ. Gives you 2. You know Simp is low behind you. That's number 3 now for TJ. 21 and 20. Chance to grab and go now for Vancouver if they can find another wave of kills, and TJ's not done! Oh! Holds down the trigger for 2. Can't quite get set up for Sip. The pistol not good enough for Abe. And just when you thought maybe TJ provided a spark, FaZe respond and hold.
Yeah, TJ needed to get all 7 there for them to try to get that score, because single-handedly he got them to that position, but just not spotting Simp through mid couches. He makes 04 with 2 on his own, and now 04 in a position to play the reset. Just gonna wrap it back to his preferred side over towards rooftops. Time is still ticking on down. 1:45. Abuza finds the lead kill.
Help through mid map also coming out of the way of Simp. Pistol works for 04. 1 more to grab. It's Lunars, and yeah, you try to just make the box jump happen. Doesn't work out. Vancouver will hold, but with 1:30 on the clock, you've got to start putting something together quickly. And that will be the idea towards B for now. Abe and TJ trying to get forward, but FaZe will catch the corner. Lunars, mid-map, needs to find some way to open up this play. And, well, he only gets, well, really nothing. TJ is the one credited for the kill. Gwyn trying to do it himself with a pistol, and wow, okay. Didn't see that one coming, but Gwyn able to get onto 4 in a row, and Vancouver are just down 1 with 60 seconds on the clock.
Yeah, I think FaZe had an unfortunate team kill there. I don't know if everyone was knocked down half HP, but Gwyn with the pistol was able to earn himself a Hellstorm. He forgot that he had a primary, but now with 50 seconds left to go, you got the EMP in your possession. You just need kills to start to go your way. Luna's trying to alleviate the pressure through rooftops. Abe trying to do it through couches. They both get cut down, and now FaZe in full control of the EMP.
Yeah, not great news. 35, TJ trying to create one last chance. Keep your eye on 04, playing what seems to be around the top window staircase. Draza reduces the numbers of the Surge members from the front, and 1 more score here would put the nail into the coffin. Abe able to get the EMP carrier, but Gwyn is shut down. You still got 04 guarding up front. Yeah, and we're just going to wait this one out. Yeah, there we go. 1 last score. Just making sure there's no chance for any sort of a relay. Not that there would have been likely one anyways. And FaZe will very quickly 3-0 Vancouver, who just cannot seem to figure